Hey everybody, it's Lynn from A Bit of Birdsong, and I'm just playing in this big, massive, junky, trashy journal, and I thought I would turn the camera on. Things pile up really quickly from junk mail and just things that we find when we're out shopping, things the universe send our way as far as things that even my sweet Jason, he will sometimes come across something and say, hey, do you want this for your journal? Which I think is really sweet. But it piles up, and I think it is very cleansing as far as creativity to sit down and do something like this, especially if you've been doing projects, focused projects where you're trying to accomplish something that's themed or maybe learn something new. This is just totally different. It is a way to just play, and I think that's very good for us. I do have some things pulled out that I want to get glued in. Old piece of wallpaper. Okay, I'm going to try to put this over here, and I'm hoping that it's going to stick okay to the back of that photograph. I think this is going to stay down okay. We're going to try it, and if it peels off, we'll do something different. I know that somewhere in here is a place where I wanted to put this. It's got to be back over this way. And little Blazer is doing amazing. We got the all clear from the vet today that his feline leukemia test was negative. So he is able now to fully integrate with the other cats. And we're very relieved because honestly, we had let them be around each other a little bit without really thinking. And I'm very grateful that that ended up being okay. I know this place was back this way. Oh, I must have... I don't know. We'll put it right here. This vintage wallpaper. I actually really like the lantern on this piece of paper. And this paper reminds me of portions of the house that I grew up in. I wish I could buy the house that I grew up in. Have a lot of good memories there. And then coming back over here, these are some little like candy, little liners to hold candy or maybe to make mini cupcakes in. And I found this in a bag of trinkets that I had purchased. Now I'm hoping they're going to glue down okay because they do seem to be paper on this side. We're going to try it. If it doesn't work, then we will do something else. But I did say from the very start that I wanted this journal to be very tactile and full of dimension and just all sorts of things. Maybe we will go ahead and put 3 on this page. We have a little sticker here that says, don't forget to be awesome. Now let's keep going and finding some other places where we need to fill some stuff in. I do not remember when this was done. I think maybe at the beach. And this was from my youngest grandson. And he's only 5, so he's not really writing yet or reading, learning to read. I'm sure he knows what this says, but I don't know what this says. Okay, and this is some of the junk journal fodder or collage candy or whatever you want to call it that was made while we were at the beach as well. So let's just put that there. When I end up with a lot of things like this, I mean, we're not overflowing with things right now in the drawer over here beside me, but there's enough, and I don't like for it to get to the point where it's just overflowing. So this is a really easy meal that we've done before. It's fully cooked. No preservatives, no artificial ingredients, no artificial flavors. It's very good. All you do is heat it. And we usually have like tortilla shells or taco shells. And it's very quick to get done and then to be able to eat if we've had a busy day. Maybe we'll put this over here, and I'm wondering if we should make it a pocket. I think we should. Oops. Let's put that right there. Maybe we'll go ahead and put this on here somewhere. Let's put it right there. And we don't want to lose the rest of this. So let's put this right here. Oh, I've been wanting to use this little tag. It was on some fabric. So let me get to a page where maybe where both sides are, oops, sort of done. We'll staple that down. I like the numbers like that. What else do we have that's pulled out? This is a little cardboard star. I love to make things like this out of cardboard, but I did not make this one. I like to cut butterflies out of cardboard and decorate them. This was also in the trinkets. So why don't we go ahead? Let's put it over that spot where the paper tore, because we had glue there that wasn't dry. There's always a solution for everything in these books. This was from a paper sample book. I wonder if we need... We might as well keep the words. We may end up gluing something over them. I don't know though. Part of me wants to cut it down. Yeah, let's put that there. And we will definitely use these words. And I think we need to use this. Maybe first we can put some color on it. Let me change this water. And let's just wet that. Let's get back to where we were. I simply went to a blank page to be able to, oh, I kind of like that on that page. I don't know where we were going to put it. I think we were going to put it over here, but I like it better with this color. Not that it really matters, but because we're going to have so much in here. Color does matter. And I've been thinking about that kind of thing with the mark making journal. But when I do my everything big trashy journals, that's not even a, it's not really something I think about. Not too much anyway. I love this vintage wrapping paper. This was in a fun pack not too long ago, and I honestly can't remember if I used any of mine. So let's just go ahead and put this here. This reminds me of the 70s, and so does this. I happen to have some little flower petals just rolling around the desk. And I love to stitch things like this to the edge of the pages. In this case, I think we're just going to staple. And we may end up gluing something really pretty right in the center. Packed with love. Let's put that there and go green. We definitely need that. I have some painty papers for this. I really like this. And this was done on old notebook paper. Oh, I love that too. Is that everything? Let me put that too. We may use all of them in here. Oh, look, it is perforated there. That's so pretty. I love that. That's pretty too. Maybe the part I tore off, I will use the opposite side. Maybe I'll show this side in the journal. Sticks so quickly. I think I had it up too high. Yeah, look at that other side. Oh my goodness, I love this, and I love this. I think we can do a little bit of each one. If we stay really close to her. I love wild hair like that. Oh my gosh. Great big crazy big hair. If you've got big enough hair, you can do anything. Haven't you seen that saying before? I don't know, maybe that's just something in my mind, but she's awesome. And then maybe, oh look, we did get enough of them to be able to have fun with that as well. I'm sorry to glue over this one. This really did work out great to be able to use her. Amazing. I gotta be careful with that because I just pushed some glue out from under her and I don't want her to flip over and stick to this one and mess it up. And I kind of feel like Oh yeah. I don't know what happened to this one, but this little twister thing doesn't work anymore. And I don't think it's empty. It's not that. I don't know why it's doing that. So maybe I can, I don't want green on that. Maybe I can just get a little out over here. Add some water with the paintbrush. I don't even know where this came from, but I had to get this. Now, I think I like that bright yellow. I was thinking about cutting the cat out, but the yellow background has to stay. And I don't know if this was a thrifted card, and I mean, this seems to be Cat Central lately, so it has to go in here. It definitely has to go in here. It's a couple of little stamps. Oh, wait. A few more little things. Here is some of the collage candy from the beach. It does look like candy to me. It's so bright and beautiful. I need to make this on here sometime. I don't know that we need. That doesn't seem to fit there. I found some beautiful old book pages out thrifting, and I really want to use them in this book. And I think I want to add some things here, but I definitely want some color on this paper. So let's use this really white pink, bright pink, white pink. Sorry, I was reading her name while I was talking. Marie Pauline Bonaparte. I'm trying to be careful. I shouldn't be out here wearing what I'm wearing. We went out this morning to a game at UNC, to the women's basketball played today. And it was two local teams, so UNC women's team and North Carolina Central University women's team, and it was a great game. Lots of really good players out there. And I wore actual clothing, things that I don't put paint on, and I'm still wearing it. I don't know why I didn't change when I got home. I don't know if I'm just gonna let it be like that. Maybe I don't need to have everything completely covered. It's kind of nice to have that little bit of white showing. Oh, these things are so funny. I found that at the thrift store the other day. Maybe it was. Oh, yeah. I cut this down small enough to fit on this old piece of book. And I think we're going to put this under it. I knew I wanted to put some sort of fabric or something under the picture, but this paper is flimsy and I know that it'll just crinkle it up really bad. So we're going to attach it to this to give it some stability. The thing is, do I want even more fabric under it? I might. You can't really see that. I have this piece of fabric that I got the other day, so maybe we can tear a piece of this. Can't believe I need more glue. Whoa. I think my other bottle may be inside. I use old book covers like this to make journals. But this happens to be a book cover that I only had one side of the book. Part of it was missing, and I bought it. It was just really cheap, and I knew that I would use it for something. And again, this journal is going to be dimensional. I do want to put a lot in this journal, and I just love this. I think it's nice to use things like this somehow. Maybe that's where that little leaf can go. I really hope. Oh, good. They didn't stick together. This is that stuff that's so thick. It was in the free bin. Somebody said, Piper, was it you who said I should have used a credit card, which I totally should have. I've got this little plastic thing. But what I want to do is, what do I want to do? That paint's so thick. You know what, though? That's perfect, actually. Let's get some more out, because we got to use this stuff up. I'm not going to spend the rest of my life trying to work with this paint. And if I want this page to be really dimensional, maybe we could do some shapes with this thing and let them dry, and we're going to have that crazy texture. Who knows? I mean, let's put just a little bit up there. This was from my planner, be guided by love and encouraging others. And I really appreciate the encouragement that I get. We have such a wonderful community. And I love, now that I'm here full time, that I can start watching channels. When I was working and creating, I was so busy, I didn't have time to keep up with anything. But now it's really nice to be able to try to keep up. Well, we're going to go with this. I love the texture. I'm just going to leave it. It'll dry overnight, and Maybe we'll put some more marks or something on there. So that is it for now, and I will be back really soon. Thank you so much for watching. Bye.